This is a month of love. Oh, guy. I'm like, why is it so hard this time? I'm struggling. I'm like, why is it so hard to look at my camera this time? Anyway, hello, good people. Long story
short.
Yeah. The month of love. Once again, we're here. Bana Jackie, red umesema you are not living.
Hadi mwisho wa mwezi.
It's you committing to it for me.
I know. You know, all my outfits that are red, I will wear them through February.
It's you committing to this.
Yes.
Wacha tuone kama the next episode tutakuwa na red, because it's you committing to it. It's you strongly saying that wewe na red. Wewe na red. Wewe na red, unataka kutupia back to back red. Yeah. So today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, friendship. Yeah. If you know me, I say this all the time. Build communities, oil your family and friendships.
Yeah.
I think you can survive anything in this world if you just have the right community around you. And sometimes it can be family, sometimes it can be friends.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate either way. So tell us, Jackie, who is a friend to you? Or what is friendship? Define friendship.
Hey.
Now, my friends are the family we choose.
Google, guys. Google is telling me friendship is the art of being friends.
ChatGPT nasema nini? ChatGPT. Team AI.
Yeah, but I think a friend is someone you have a relationship with.
Yeah.
With mutual trust and care.
Yeah. Where sexual relations are not involved.
Yes.
And they are not, okay, in this case, family can be your friend.
Yes.
And I think we both enjoy the privilege of our family being our friends.
Yeah.
Our siblings actually being our friends. We both enjoy that.
Yeah.
So we do not take it for granted, guys. Yeah. But if you don't have that, usikonde, happens to many of us, happens to most people. So what do you value most in a friend?
What do I value most in a friend? Support, honesty, care.
How do you know that now you're friends with someone though?
He had small milk picking it to friends.
I
meet you in a mat and we vibe. Rafiki. Yeah, but over time I've learned how to categorize friends.
Friendship management system, I say it all the time. You need to know who are your transfiguration people, who are your 12 disciples, who are your 72, and who are your multitudes.
Who is your colleague?
Yes. Going back to, let me give a house setup if you're not a Christian. Who is allowed to know where you live? Who is allowed to enter your house? Who is allowed into the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, all the way to, the master in suit? Who is allowed where? So, you need to categorize.
Yeah.
And peradventure you realize that you thought wewe ni rafiki wa bedroom. Na suddenly umejua wewe ni rafiki wa sitting room. Ama hata ufai kujua mahali mtu anaishi. What do you do? How do you adjust to it? Have you had that privilege of realizing, think nilikuwa nimeoverdo kwa hii friendship now that I know?
I think nowadays I take 10 steps behind.
Like I had a friend who was saying, like if one of your buddies was dating and then they tell you when they're just about to get married, and you've been, sending the people their way, encouraging them to, and even praying for them to not be single. Kumbe all this time they have been dating. When you realize that, misi msiri wako, misi mtu wako, what do you don't have a conversation with this person? It depends.
I will have. But at the same time, nowadays I'm trying to understand the boundary. Is it a boundary or where entitlement comes in?
Oh, yeah. But you're very big on it. It's not nowadays. You're very big on entitlement. You're very big on catching yourself with entitlement.
Yes.
You're very big on that.
Yeah.
Like, because it is what right do I have to Jojo's life to know this about her? You're very big on that.
Like, if you don't tell me, there should be a reason why you didn't tell me. And there's a reason why I don't have to know. If you didn't tell me something, is it that you do want me to know? And then I also don't want to know. Okay, I'm really trying nowadays. Like, it's a lesson I am really learning. Like, if you don't tell me, there's a reason why you didn't tell me. And there's a reason why you don't want to tell me.
Don't you think there are levels to it? Like, say if you have secretive friends, my name is Jojo and we need a support group. If you have people who are generally secretive, who are generally, like, this is where, let me speak on behalf of my people. This is where we shall come. I'm just like, why am I burdening Jackie with these things? Like, Jackie bado kuna shida zake. Tena namuongezea shida yangu. Like, how do you know who to probe and who not to probe? Ama you don't probe all of us. Okay, me, you probe me.
Yeah, I do.
So I do not.
Yeah.
How do you know who to probe and who to go like,
I think wale inner circle, like, honestly, if you go have like, or if you are traveling maybe outside the country for a long while and you don't say nothing.
Even a short time.
Or even a short time.
Like, why are you leaving a whole continent?
Like,
why have you left a whole continent, Jojo? You could not drop a text and say, I am leaving the continent.
Yeah.
I'm in Europe for 2 days.
But I've learned over time, if it's just that a friend who
you thought, or a friend who you thought you should know about, but you're just realizing, kumbe,
okay,
well noted.
Yes, then I'm like, okay, so
you go back to your lane, Biambia. Thanks for coming. How has friendship been for you growing? Like, how's friendship evolved for you as a friend and getting friends?
I think it has evolved over time.
Do you think you're a good friend?
I was actually examining that fact.
Going through the years.
Yes,
think
like
about it.
Like, I think in some instances I've not been a good friend. But I think growing up, because I changed a lot of schools, I didn't have it in my primary school mate. I just know them right now because of the social media, but we never got to grow our friendship through high school, through what? High school is where I made friends. Yeah.
Wale wakuka sasa.
Wale wakuka. Of course, there are some that have dropped off over
because
the years.
Life.
Yeah, but I think four, maybe 3 or 4, I can say there are people who we talk, we reach out to each other. And that campus, also I made a lot of friends. In fact, there's a group we have for my campus mates. We don't even meet like all the time. We meet like once in 3 months. But when you meet,
feel like you met them yesterday.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. So campus,
even in Afakwa.
Yeah, campus, and then now.
Shout out to Kulafi peeps. Hi Dolly. And the rest.
And then I think even where I have worked, every place I have worked, I pick a friend. Yeah. Like, we may not be friends when we are working. They are like, we will just be colleagues and all that. But once I leave,
some really friendship.
Yes.
But are your workmates your friends?
Yeah.
Swali.
I think it depends with how you look at it.
Yeah,
because you see, at the same time,
it depends. I always say, it depends. I agree. It depends. Yeah, because you never know where you'll get a good friend.
And I always say that is the place you spend most part of your day.
8 hours.
So if you don't have people who you can joke around with or you can talk to,
it's almost
not necessarily very deep things.
Yeah, a third of your day.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah.
That's a big. That's a lot of time.
Yeah. So you now being like, Jojo has. That time it was 375. I'm sure you've added a friend.
Yeah, I do well with friends. But just before we go into my friends, I don't believe colleagues are your friends, honestly.
And that's why I've told you, I always pick them. Like
1 or 2, you can pick 1 or 2. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just want to reiterate and say, you can pick 1 or 2, but don't get it twisted. We are not a family. We are here on objective.
But inategemea.
So a team of 10, you can get 3 people who will be your friends, even beyond
work.
But kujidanganya ati the 10 people are your friend.
Also,
unajidanganya sana.
Now what a job you were like
recruited at the same time. Yeah.
You tend to be very close with those people.
Yes. Because hata mnaulizana umeadjust.
Uko sawa? But I feel like you need a friend or 2.
Yes, unasema a friend or 2. I'm just saying, don't get it twisted when you get to a workplace and think this quotes that say we are a family. Your family is in the village. Your family are the people who you get. Please, here we are here on objective. We are here to realize the company goals. We are here to all grow. So people will throw you under the bus and you wonder, Atisi Jackie is my friend. She's not your friend. She's somebody who professionally relates with you. So you need to know who are my friends in my workplace and who are people I relate to professionally. Yes, because as a professional, even if I do not agree with you, Jackie, I'm a professional. I'm here to do logistics and procurement and supply chain in the best way possible. And therefore, I will speak to you with kindness. I will respect you, but don't get it twisted. We are not friends. I've seen people block people on their WhatsApp statuses, not follow each other on social media pages,
colleagues.
Colleagues. As in the way people will you'll be in a meeting and then it was hey, even Jackie was parting the whole.
Guys. TMI.
Why is my name in your
TMI?
Oh, you saw that meme that said not me opening up my social media to colleagues and then them discussing it in the office. Blocked.
Yeah, but people are like that.
Yeah. So just know the difference.
Personal space.
Yeah, just know the difference.
Be very careful.
Yeah.
You just know where you work.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, nani ni marafiki zangu. Na nani, because know who will throw you under the bus in the heartbeat because they are asked, should we fire Jackie or Jojo? I go like, I believe Jojo. Know who will answer that and say, I think we can retain both of us because Jackie does this and Jojo does this, and I don't see how you can't maintain both parties. Yeah. And then know who will say, fire Jojo. Yeah. I'm the one who should keep. So yeah, I don't know. So tell us, do you believe we are a family? Yeah. Ama you believe work is work? Work
is work and
friendship is friendship.
But I've seen over time the people who met at work and they become the best of friends.
Yes. And
so
they're like,
it's just judgment, guys.
And knowing. On that high note, since we're in the month of love, would you date your boss, or would you encourage a colleague to date within the organization? I had a friend who was dating in an organization, and then when she was having a Aurora show, she was like, let's keep this secret. I'm like, I don't even know your colleague's city. But yeah, ni sawa. We'll keep it secret.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there, guys. I won't comment on that.
Because in such a situation.
Because it's also very complicated, especially when both of you are not on the same page.
Yeah. Because what happens? Ukimbo anakufaya. I mean, it's a tricky situation. It's putting your bread and your heart in the same place. But people have done it, and they've had a good time. To each their own. We encourage people. So, friendship.
Yeah. So you're telling us about your friendship.
Yeah. I like I said, I've said this before, I think, on the pod. I don't believe at the older you grow, the less friends you have. I truly don't think so. And friendship, like I say, is one of life's best treasures. I have the privilege of I have top tier friends.
So with everything I am, thank you. Thank you. Because you didn't have to. Thank you.
Top tier friends. And my friendship, I've always had friends.
Yeah, uko na marafiki.
I have always had friends, and I attribute it to my folks because I saw of how they managed their friendships. I had the privilege of seeing that. I saw my grandparents too. I've always had good friends. And I also agree, I have not been the best of, I have been a good friend, but there are times I've also dropped the ball here and there. And I have asked for forgiveness. But I have not, I'm yet to do something. Like I have not, I am, or rather my friends have not told me something that I have done that has really shaken, like something out of this world. I know I have done a few things that they did not agree with, and we were able to sit down and agree. The friendship that I lost, I mean, they were not willing to discuss it, in my opinion. And I had already stated my part of that conversation. So like I said, conflict. The thing about conflict, both parties must be willing to come to the table. I think my friendship work because we talk with my friends a lot. Kumbukia ile siku nani akisema ati tunaongeanga hapa for hours. Akituambia sasa ongeeni tu. Nasikianga mkiongea hapo for hours na ongeeni tu. Yeah, I ask how are you? What's popping? I ask you questions you don't expect. The Lord has been gracious in reminding me, and it's something that I learned from someone. He's a pastor. I can't say his name because I didn't ask for permission. I found it very fascinating that he would remember things about people. And I was the example. Like something I told him 4 months ago. I'd meet him and he'd go back to that thing. And I'd be like, you remember? Do you have somewhere you write? And it was not only, so when I went to kushanga kwa mtu, kisema, can you imagine Anil remembered? I like, imagine he remembered. So I went and asked him, how do you do it? He's like, he asked the Lord for that wisdom. And I was like, that's it.
To keep tabs.
Yes.
Tabs of
he realized the best way to minister to people's needs is to actually hear them and
listen.
remember them. So if Jackie tells me she's struggling at work, then I will pray about Jackie. And the next time I meet her, you know, it's one thing to pray about it, and then it's another thing to come and ask, how are things going? And even when on my mind I know Jackie's struggling with her workplace, my eyes are open to any tax consultancy places that Jackie can move to. So he asked of the Lord and he was given. And that's the same thing I did. I was just like, because there's a friend of mine who's like, how you maintain friendships? I'm like, honestly, ni God. I know there's nothing greater. Ni God. It's. I don't know how I'm able to maintain those 50 people together.
Wow.
Yes, and I can go to 6 things in a day. Comfortably.
6 or 8.
Nasi drive gari Nairobi. So thank God for cabs.
Hey, Jojo has.
Comfortably. And I will enjoy each one of those 2 events. I'm telling you, Jackie, ni God. Ni God. It doesn't look like ni God, but ni God. I literally asked God for that and he gave me. Well, I am lacking in so many things, but it is not friendship. So mtu akinithreaten na friendships, I'm confused. I'm like,
that is.
Do you realize you are just one less person? No, but I'm kidding. Yeah, but I have friendships that I really value. One of the things I know is a deal breaker for me is lack of straightforwardness. Because Jackie, if you cannot be straightforward with me as your friend, then who are you straightforward with?
Because straightforward na watu wengine.
See, you cannot come to me ati ulisikia mtu alisema. Me, the way I tell people things to their face. In fact,
that is your personality.
I know, I say it. I can say the most uncomfortable thing. Watu wako zile za, did you just say? I'm like, but we are all thinking it. Why are we not telling her? Si tumwambie. Kila mtu hapa anafikiria kenye nasema, lakini. So I am pretty straightforward in that regard. I do not appreciate when people question my straightforwardness. So I'm like, mali ulisikia vibaya. Or question my, what's the word? My intention. Like, why would you think I'd wake up in the morning to ruin your day? I am like, what?
But you know, it's cause I feel like there are some people who actually wake up to ruin your day.
Because I'm like, you think I would wake up and not want to come and celebrate your birthday, Jackie? The birthday that you have once in a year, you think I would ensure that day I am so busy that I miss your birthday?
Adulting.
It's you thinking that my intentions were to,
that it's intentional that I don't come.
Those 2 things I can't stand in a friendship. What are things you can't are deal breakers for? Those things are deal breakers for me, honestly. And yes, there's need of a conversation, but it would terribly hurt me that you would think I did this to hurt you. Or I said something that someone said. I'm like, me. Someone. In fact, mtu akikuja kwambia Jackie nimesema kitu namwambianga.
Now, what did you say?
Exactly.
How did you participate?
And also, hiyo ni kitu jujashani hapa.
Yeah,
unajua like ameniambia mara mingi. Ni hiyo ndo siri unaleta. Hiyo si siri mkuu. What are deal breakers for you?
I think lack of honesty.
I know.
Yeah. Honestly, lack of honesty.
Honestly, not being honest.
Not being honest.
Kidogo.
Yeah, and I think really, it should just be simple, just be genuine.
That's the point. Like, why would you think I'm lying? Why would you lie to me?
Because let me tell you, Minor.
She's back at it.
I don't know why. And I don't know why women friendships are so complicated as compared to men.
Tunarudi tu kwa love. Relationships are not complicated. That is the going factor this February.
And I don't know why is it because we attach so much emotion into it?
But no, I think men are pretty surface.
Yeah, but because I feel like men hata wanaweza kosa kuongeleshana 3 months.
But we said, you see the other day we said a man would never call out his boy when he's misbehaving.
Yeah, true.
But you would call me out.
Yeah, of course, Jojo hiyo ni ujinga.
Yeah, utanipigia tu useme sasa sweetie, nina jambo. Na nilikuwa nataka kuambia unaenda vibaya. And nobody like to be called out of their BS. Nobody likes that. Even when they know they are actually right in the middle, in the pigsty with the BS. Guys don't do that. Like guys, for the most part, most guys prefer peace. Ako like, Nairobi ni ngumi as it is already. I'm not about to go
Zakayo is doing the thing.
I'm not about to go and again now start hitting my boy with what he's doing wrong. Men have increasingly now, maybe within their 2 tightest circles, no, they call each other out. But for the most part, ako tu zile. Huyu anakuanga boy wangu. Boy wako anajua kenye napanga life, anajua afanyie nini. You've seen them say such a thing. Ako like anafanyia nini
there's
information.
like the way your hubby or your boyfriend can come and tell you, hey, by the way, so and so quit. And then wewe sasa juu unapenda story, unamuuliza mbona amequit? Ako like sijui.
Siwezi jua hiyo. Siwezi jua kwa nini amequit. Maybe nimpigie tumuulize sasa hiyo. They didn't see the need of asking because but why is that relevant? If they didn't tell me clearly, it wasn't relevant information.
Yeah, so I think women relationships,
I think we invest a bit more.
Emotionally.
In every aspect. Even financially.
Financially, time.
Yes, in every aspect.
Small thing,
yes.
You actually think, Jojo...
Because you want Jackie to be her best version. Yes. Therefore, you will literally, like the Bible says, you will sharpen each other's countenance. Yeah. And sharpening is not an easy. Sharpening is not an easy process. If you think about diamonds and how a diamond makes the other diamond, it's not a. Lazima mnagwaruzana. For me to be my best version.
So now when it comes to friends, so I could have a friend like you. We met in a very different avenue.
Yes.
And then I met another friend maybe in campus.
Yeah.
So now when it comes to something that, assuming a baby shower, a bridal shower, a birthday that you want to surprise me.
Yeah.
Now when you bring all those people in one basket, nowadays the drama that is there.
They might not agree. But imagine of the opinion, it's fine to each group to have their own thingy.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's okay for all groups to have and also sometimes it's okay for all of them to come together.
Yeah.
This is why I tell people, if you want people to come together, should you organize MC?
You organize any bridal shower.
Like, if you want all your people to come together and you know they are great personalities, then organize it. This is why I call people for my birthday. Just call people for your birthday. And then if you want everyone together. But to think that, and it's not because hata saa zingine hawakubaliani, ni saa zingine schedules hazikubaliani. Saa zingine schedule ya campus na ya colleagues na ya high school hazingiani because we are now adults and adulting is happening.
But also I feel like women are petty.
Some is the word.
Some women are petty.
Yes.
Number one is because sometimes someone will feel
like... Okay, men don't care for these things.
They don't care.
Mkuje msikuje. Because do they even remember when their birthdays?
But I feel like women look at the tiniest things. Like, unasikianga mbona unadhani unajua Jojo kuniliko. Like I know Jojo likes red, but why are you saying we use blue?
Oh yeah, because she really feels like blue is my color.
She feels like she's your best friend.
And you also feel like
I'm also her best friend.
You get your entertainment unasema.
Yes, and then now even when it comes now to choosing venues, all those things now it brings a lot of emotions.
But wouldn't it be wise if you join, if say we are friends from work and we join friends from childhood and we realize wouldn't it be wise for us as workmates to just form something on our own?
And that's
like, because why would you vurugana na watu ama why would you ngangana na kitu mnajua mtasumbuana? Simjiiti kando mkutano.
I always say you can do separately.
You can do separately, but sometimes I've had the privilege of speaking to people who want all their people together, and it
can be hard, especially if personalities are different. Even personalities.
Schedules.
Because sometimes you can have a very silent and reserved person as a friend, and then they are the loud ones.
Yes.
And then sister, this one wanana feel like
the loud ones come and say, kila mtu anatoa 20,000 per person. Na hiyo ni salary ya mtu. Then salary ya one of your friends.
But let's be considerate, guys. Honestly,
but you know you cannot know.
But no, me I say, when you're planning these things as a friend, I need to come and ask Jojo, because you know, we all know.
That is why I'm saying, Jojo, organize for yourself.
Even
because friends. Why are you putting Jackie in a position of reducing her standards for the sake of your other friend?
As a friend, I'll come to you. You have a bridal shower.
Yes,
Jojo,
okay.
What's your idea of a bridal shower? Who do you want to come for your bridal shower?
That's true.
I think those questions are very important.
But yes, if you're going to take up the organization mantle, have the decency to know all her friends and where they are in life. So sikuja kusema kila mtu atoe 50,000 na hiyo ni salary ya one of the friends.
And even then,
so they are thinking unatudharau na wewe mdharau. Usually mkihang out na Jackie, hiyo ndio inakwanga standard. The standard of this group is 50,000 per nini. The standard of this group, that is the standard of weddings. It's 50k, no questions asked. So this one is coming to a point of yetu nakwanga 1,000, tulifika 50 lini. So if you're going to decide to be the organizer, then have the jite mkutano, ujue marafiki za everyone vizuri.
You can also, me I always say, you can also ask.
the owner. But see, they want to be surprised.
No. Let me tell you something.
You know,
Tuache kudanganyana.
Sisi ni watu wa 20s.
Hapana. Tuache kudanganyana. If you're doing a wedding, you know there will be a surprise bridal shower.
No, si surprise, you know there will be a
bridal shower. If you are pregnant, you will know there is a baby shower. Somewhere.
There must be a shower.
Hata kuna kwanga nayo. You know, let's stop pretending, honestly.
Okay, me have not had. Okay. When we get to 100k subscribers, we will know. Oi. So kwesa. 100k subscribers.
So guys,
it's a way I don't remember for me too.
So I feel like even for you, the owner of the event, you need to say who you want to be in that event.
That's true. If you want all your people together, but also you should be kind enough to know that sometimes hawatapatanaki.
Ni sawa, lakini I'm saying in this aspect. Nyinyi muliwahi sikia tu nilimention as someone called Jane.
Bana. My nursery friend.
Yeah.
Now she's in a group.
Yes.
You see, the latest showers we've been in. Poleni wasi. Lakini nawapenda. Watu 50 wako kwa group. 20 wana contribute. How? It's because the other 20 are just like, why are we here?
Yes.
And you know,
for
most unaongea vile unataka mse.
No, nasema ukweli.
Jishikilie.
Hata mtu hata hajawahi
jua pregnant. Ako anajua hata msichana kwa na mimba. So 50 people are in a group, only 20 contribute. The other 20, and you know, one of the greatest weaknesses of ladies is that we don't know how to say no.
Yes.
So mtu amekutumia message, because nowadays people send messages of, Jackie, would you like to join the group? So
Jojo is expecting.
We are really
Sasa kwanza naanza kukasirika.
Kwanza mimi naekanga ile emotion ya
naanza kujump.
Because we don't know how to, most ladies don't know how to, kama me I learned how to say no in 2018. Yeah. For the most part I was a people pleaser. I'm still growing.
We are still recovering.
But atasema yes, I join for the sake of joining.
Yes.
And then they will never say anything as opposed to just saying itakuwa tricky waku. Hata sikuwa najua Jackie ako na mimba. So there's that. But I wish her the best.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish her the best. Si atiko ubaya. And when Jackie gives birth, I will send a gift.
Or even I will just sit.
Ndasema I will not, or I will send a gift depending on how I am feeling around that time, or depending on our friendship at that time. Nitakuwa tu zile za, okay, me I know myself, I think I'll send something.
Mimeza kosa wase.
I would feel like, oh, this is such a beautiful thing. I know I don't rock with Jay. But I think, but you know, I love gifts.
It's not in my space.
Jackie would not send.
Yeah.
Akonsile za hiyo mchezo tufanyi. Lines.
As I said,
send.
If you didn't see the need of telling me, then it means I'm not supposed to know and I'm not supposed to be involved.
I will not send in the shower, but I know I'll send later.
No, even when you give birth.
Maisha yako endelea maisha yako. Sikuwa najua. Me once I know, I think I'll do something. You know, I'll feel some type of. I'll send maybe Pampers and Nini. Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like that we are recovering people pleasers. We know how to say no, but we are trying, guys. Every day you work on something. Because tell me why I'm sending that gift. Tell me why I'm sending a gift to somebody I don't know. Okay, so you're in that situation. Like, tell me why I'm sending that gift. There's no reason for sending it, but I will send it.
When you get into that situation, you'll be like, Jackie, hajaniambia, she's expecting and you were together 4 months ago. Imagine in fact, when we met, she was already pregnant and she knew.
Unajua miss feeling hivyo, I'm just thinking, guy, this is so cute. This baby is pregnant.
Like, it's cute in your space, man.
There's always two kinds of people, guys.
But
in every relationship.
She's never been in that situation, but I know if she gets there, she'll just be like,
nitatuma. You know, I'll feel some type of way. We are recovering.
So friends,
the Lord help us.
Learn to learn the other person's friends and learn to ask questions.
But I don't know why we are obsessed with our friends mixing.
By the way, it's not a must.
It's an obsession.
It's not a must.
Okay, wacha niseme hapa leo. There are core people of Jackie I don't know.
Yeah, and it's okay.
I know them by name, I know them by story, but we have never met.
Yes.
And Jackie and I like peas in a pod. Okay. When you remove the like in the friendship context, tulie nimse. Like unajua kuna wale kwa your friends sijai meet.
Oh, najua.
And vice versa. And yet we are really good friends.
Yes.
And yet if you're organizing something for me, I would not expect you to call them. And I don't think they'd feel some type of way. Watakuwa tu zile za so wacha tuorganize Jojo kitu yetu kando. Like si lazima wakwe hapo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hata birthday zako si hata sijakuja.
I keep, you know,
my birthday zake guys. Sorry jam.
I have, and you know, on my birthdays I have like 7 or 9 cakes that people call me for. Like I have a group from Siju Oya, I have a group from Siju where they all call me for 2 things. And unless I'm bringing them all together, I bring them together because I call people somewhere the person with the least amount of funds can afford. Because I know they would also not want me to pay for them on my birthday. I have good friends, guys. So unless I'm bringing them together, for the most part, akina Jackie wataniita kakitu, akina nani wataniita kakitu, akina nani, I will enjoy all of them very comfortably. Na si surprise, please.
It's okay. Campus friends are campus friends.
Yes. High school friends.
Workmates. High school friends are high school friends.
I just want to praise the name of the Lord for people you meet after campus. Hello, Jackie.
Hi guys.
I am here. Nice to meet you. I know, a whole podcast with friends you meet. I want to really appreciate friends like Jackie, who I have met after campus. Like I have thoroughly enjoyed those friendships because now najijua. Now I'm not picking friends based on circumstance.
Nazina baggage.
I'm picking friends based on you need to be a top tier person. Like it's top tier for top tier. Spec for spec. Hakuna ati I am growing through friendship with you. And I said shout out to Dolly because we speak about friendship and the way sometimes the friends we made in high school or campus, some of them I have not spoken to them in ages. And I will speak to them and I feel like I've spoken to them jana. Yeah. In fact, there's a buddy of mine we speak twice in a year.
Yes.
His birthday in Feb. It's coming up. And then on my birthday in October. And
shout out to those friends.
That is the only time we meet.
Yes.
And if he sees opportunities that are for me, he sends them my way. If I see opportunities that are... But for the most part, in between the years... Yes.
And trust you,
or if big things happen to each one of us, we're like, we got a kid, I got married, my father is here. But you at every day communication.
And if those are friends, when you call on them, they'll be there.
In fact, you don't call on them. They show up before you call. Yeah. So shout out to friends who you make. I just want to appreciate friends you make after growing up.
Yes.
So it might maybe your growing up was after campus, maybe your growing up was a few years into the workplace. Because now hiyo sasa hakuna mchezo. You cannot bleed on me. You start bleeding, I'm like, Jackie, it has been nice knowing you.
Thank you so much.
When you love something, you release it. I am releasing you as a bird.
And then it comes back. It loved you.
Fly away. If you come back, you love me.
You love me.
If you don't come back, it's also wish you the best. But you know, friends from high school and campus, you feel the need of staying through their nonsense. We feel the need of staying through because
15 years.
Exactly.
20 years.
But you've seen friends break up after all those years. It's because both of you are taking a lot of, for lack of a better word, BS from each other, and you didn't realize it. And then it got to a point you're just like, you know what, enough of this.
And they are painful.
Yeah. You're just like, imagine I'm not going to do this again. And the other person is wondering, doing what? You're like, this. And they're not seeing it because you have been accommodating it for 15 years. True. So you're trying to say this is wrong, but they're not seeing it because they're thinking, but you have been for 15 years. But you're like, now I am healed. And healed Jojo is saying, I will not allow that anymore in my space. Healed Jackie is saying, we don't do that here. Yes.
And you see now it's very hard to like put those boundaries.
When you have never had boundaries. Yes, you've never had boundaries.
Yes.
And therefore like they've been in your house.
So like this, I would mention the name, these girls in this channel where they broke up. It was so sad. We felt it.
No, honestly, I hope they get back together.
Yeah.
We can't mention that.
I don't know.
Okay, watch it. But Aki, my heart goes out to, my heart was broken.
Yeah.
Friendship, love, it's one thing to break love, but friendship?
But someone was saying,
women friendship,
that people don't talk about friendship breakups. We don't talk about it enough.
I mean, I went through one last year. Okay, last year and this year, but I was just like, what is this? I don't like this at all. But now boundaries have to be put up because Jojo is not going to accept that.
Yeah, but also now there's a guilt of 15 years. They meant that we were.
I'm also thinking, I didn't do enough.
Yes. Ama we should have.
Because some days I wake up, I'm like, I reach out? But I'm like, no, a boundary has to be. A boundary. Have you broken up with a friend, and how was that?
Guys, what? Hey.
You're not going to talk about the other one. You're going to talk about the most recent one.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Is it broken?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa bado tunaomba for strength for you.
No.
Aya, kuma ulipata strength.
You see
Usemi hizi vitu.
Let me tell you.
Guys, bana, this one is even hiding. Are we even friends if she's hiding things from me?
Naona wale wenye wanasemanga eti if you touch my family, tumewachana.
Baby, it looks like a joke, but Jackie, you really are. You really are those people.
But if you speak bad about my family,
you take a lot. You take a lot of. Them. You talk about me, say I am bad. That's true. That's true about
my
you.
Siblings,
yeah,
not
I
my
can
parents,
never. I can never touch you.
I invite you to my home and you come talk bad about my home.
I know you can never. It's very hard for you to dial back to that relationship.
So it was a mixture of a lot of things that had boiled up over a couple of years.
Again, no boundaries.
Yes.
So
now. It was really bad because I felt like, you know, even when you're breaking up with someone, unajua wale wenye wanasemanga even in relationships wako like nilikusaidia sana kwa hii relationship, kwa hii friendship.
Wako like
na nimefanya a lot of things.
But can we pause and say, let me tell you something. There's a friend of mine. I don't know. Let me tell you how you know somebody is not your friend if they're constantly reminding you what they did for you. Atije kunakumbuka ile siku ulikuwa una fare nilikutumia. Now you will anytime I call on you for help. When you are not able to help me, I remind you.
But let me ask you.
I list for you things you've done for me.
That is fine. But if I have been your friend for the last 6 years, and then there's this thing that has happened, and then I remind you about what I did for you.
No, I don't agree.
Jojo, okay, let me say it straight. I have housed you.
No, I mean, here is the difference. You're not getting me. Jackie, anytime I have a problem, I come to you and you are unable to help me, I guilt trip you by telling you the things you've done for me. So, wewe, uko na record ya since 20...
Apana.
When did we meet?
Okay.
Okay, we just met the other day. Let's assume we met in 2010. So, mimi, kila siku, you're supposed to help me in some type of way, say my mom is sick somewhere and you need to nini. And then you say, Jojo, imwezi ni ngumu. I'm like, but ile siku si babako alikuwa mgonjwa. Na ile siku brother yako alikuwa na kazi. Now I list for every time I'm listing for you things. It's like I'm guilt tripping you to helping me.
That is not okay.
That is not your friend.
Okay.
Yeah, because why would they even remember every time you need help to list for you down the things they've done? Because friendship ifai kwa kitu mnaandikana. Ni kama naandika every time.
But kuna
guilt tripping.
Zenye zitakuforce.
No, stating the facts, that's a different ball game. Yes.
Hapo, you know, there's something that someone will do for you and you'll be like, after all this.
Let me tell you what I learned last year in therapy. Always leave the house with an umbrella, metaphorically. Yeah. Because me, you know, I'm on team sunshine. Sunshine. My tribe is showing. I'm on team pose. I never think neza nyimwa yo kitu. I never imagine Jackie can one day betray me. So my therapist last year was like, you need to learn how to live with an umbrella.
Yeah.
In the event Jackie betrays you, knowingly or unknowingly, you should be able to know how to deal with it. Because you know, when you have the umbrella, then you know how to deal with it. Is it a conversation? Is it a breaking up? What did I do to encourage Jackie to hurt me? Or I didn't do anything right? So
yeah, it's good.
Well, am I implementing it? We work every day. We learn.
Yeah, but I think you're one of the most genuine people I've met.
Oh, thank you.
In that I don't think you think ahead, or you think anything.
It's my worst and best trait.
Apart from friendship, we are here, we are friends. Why am I thinking you will betray me?
Unajua therapist yako ni open to that because she was like, what are the most valuable things to you? I was like, family, friends. I could like, tell me about a few of your friends. And then she's like, you know that person can be, I was like, me betray on what? Jackie ameamka asubuhi. On what grounds? On what grounds?
Shetani hutumia kila mtu.
On what grounds is she ruining, long story short? Forget me. On what grounds is she ruining this thing? And she's like, it can happen. I'm like, okay, you nitatemea na umbrella.
Now that breakup, the friendship that broke up, I think made me just realize that people change.
Yeah.
People love, people leave, people let down. People show up, roll up, people grow up. People move out, people disappear. People don't change, people rearrange. People miss the game, people lose. People try, people lie, can't look you in the eye.
So I gave myself that grace because I was just like,
Shout out to CZ. You know yourselves.
eh.
To kutana mwaka
I was just like, wow. Kwani inafaa ikuwe ngumu hivi?
Yeah, it was hard. That was a bit hard.
It was hard.
Yeah, that was a bit hard.
Yeah,
And,
so
and it took a lot from you. Because you are very nice.
Yeah, and it took a lot.
Hii gangster unadanganyanga hapa watu ni
Mimi
uongo.
sikuangi gangster my friends.
It's because you're very nice. Yeah, you're very nice. Like, you know, something can happen na Miss Lee and Jackie is like, cry me a river.
Ananiambia leo sky mtu analia.
Jackie can
I
cry.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
But time and place.
Yeah.
Just sasa ataanza kulia hapa mumuone.
Siwezi dia mkiona. Minula.
Ulisikia vile aliongelea character development yake? Ati we Nairobi wow. She never even showed any emotion of the character developed.
Yeah.
But
So it's, I think, friendship breakups we need to talk about it. But at the same time, I've come to learn that we need to give grace to our friends.
Yeah.
See the way you give grace to your partner.
Let's say it. Do you mic? Do you mic? Please, angalia kamera ukisema. Tena usiogope.
Let's give grace to our friends.
Director, zoom in. Zoom in, please.
Because
the number of chances that we give men.
Yes. The number of chances we give men.
Or women.
It's
not that. When your bro calls you out on one thing, your boys call you out on one, which you are doing wrong. Atu kijana ameenda sana.
Mimi na Wilberforce tumewachana.
Wilberforce was just chilling. Or Wilbur.
Willy.
Wilberforce was just chilling. But why Wilberforce? Yeah, your boy calls you out on one thing that you are doing wrong. That you are actually doing wrong. Alafu nasema ati kijana siku hizi amekuwa na kimbelembele nyingi. Unakuwa so defensive, but you have actually been called out, or your friend calls you out on one thing and you become so dramatic about it.
Makosa, I feel like we take friends as saints.
Yeah,
like
we feel like they should not. Yeah. Sina hiyo umbrella niko naambiwa mwanangu.
Like they shouldn't make a mistake and you actually sit down and discuss it and move on and
because even your deal breakers, if you think about it, okay, Mungu anisaidie, because we are really working from them. Even your deal breakers, when you think about it, you should be able to sit down with the person and go like,
yes, why was this not done? Why did you do this? Blah blah blah. Because they have their own reasons. I know that people wake up to ruin your day, but sometimes
do they though?
But nasemanga saa zingine kama marriage counseling, they said
that enters in knowledge and wisdom.
That they were saying that during conflict resolution, like you need to give that person some benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
Like they didn't actually just wake up
to ruin
and decided,
to hurt you.
Nitakujibu vibaya.
Ama nitakuhurt.
Ama
sitakunulia hiyo kenye unataka.
Like they didn't
actually, ama I won't support you.
Yeah. So it's actually something that you need. It's hard to.
You need
come
to
in
think
terms with.
It just happened.
Yes.
Not they
premeditated. Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't premeditated.
Yeah. So I think for friends, we need to give them grace.
Yeah.
And a lot of grace, because they are human beings.
Yeah.
Jua kikosa tu birthday yako. Hata labda alikuwa ameenda kuona mama yake ni mgonjwa. You don't understand.
Ama they had something that they had planned.
They had something they had planned before.
Surely.
Hautaki hata kukwambia it is new to pattern. And that's why now we give pressure to our friends, because I know I'd rather not go see my mom or not do whatever I was
can never be me, guys.
I'm just saying people do that. They give themselves pressure.
Yeah, mchezo na tutafanya na marafiki, not in this Nairobi, not anytime soon. Priorities will be no. Yeah, let's be more. Yeah. And also they are grieved. Let me just speak to myself. Aki Mungu anisaidie. They are grieved also. I mean, you know, the principle of God is very interesting. We hurt him and he's the one who came for us.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I'm speaking to
yourself.
Yeah, I'm speaking to myself. So even as they are grieved, if you truly value that relationship, you can try again and again.
Yeah.
Maybe you have tried to reconcile it 1 or 2 times. You can try again. Yeah, you can. If the Lord is still impressing upon you to try again, to reach out to Jackie.
If it doesn't work,
try again. It's fine. It's fine to try again. I think also lost friendships and reconciliation, it has a lot to do with pride too. and your ego.
Ni kama relationship, by the way, just that without romance.
Yeah. I think they are way deeper too.
They're
because
because why are we told that for you to be in a relationship you need to be friends first?
And actually you're told the best marriages that survive are the ones that are finished.
Yeah. So we need to take friendship with the seriousness it deserves.
Just here's what I want people to know. One, normalize friendship management system. Know who is where. In the event that you realize you're not where you thought you were supposed to be, align yourself immediately. Kujam haisaidii mtu. You thought when you were kuinvite kwa bedroom, realize when you are sitting room, sit in the sitting room. And or have a conversation with your friend to find out why you are not in the bedroom with the rest of the other friends. Jam and throwing tantrums and behaving like a kid is not helping anyone. Friendship management system, very, very important. Number 2, please choose your friends. Like, Aki, the year is 2024. You cannot tell me ati sisi tu like, what are the values and the principles that hold you guys together? Like, what are the things that, you know, like, ukisikia, unajua kuna watu wako na marafiki na watu hata wanaogopa kupiga picha nao. Because your reputation is on the line. Choose friends. Like, choose friends. And once you choose them, please oil your friendships. Show up for them. Ask them how they are. You cannot be living in this world and you don't know what your friend does. At least if you are in the age of careers and if you are young, I would say, young here means high school and campus. Please enjoy traveling with your friends. I did that. It's cheap, it's worth it. Explore, do things. Not just this hatuna time. Ni time hatuna. But explore and do things with your people. Do things with your friends. I'd say oil your friendships. Find a way to oil it in whatever way. And if you don't have oil, we will put a number down here where you can send your oil. You can oil tycoon. But and finally, Jackie, man, you're a really, really good friend. You really are. You really are. I thank God for you. Like, I keep saying, niliambia Jackie tunaanza podcast a month was it into meeting each other, and here we are.
I'm like, this chick is too much, guys. See me now.
Unakuja sana. You're giving bedroom, but yeah, I am privileged. We thank God to be friends with our siblings. We thank God that we have really, really good friends. And you have something else before I do the parting shot?
Yeah, I was just wanted to say, like, don't limit yourself. You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s,
you're in your 50s, you're in your 20s.
Actually, last year I had an intention of making a new friend, and I did.
You did.
Shout out to JT.
You know.
Yeah. So
those are the friends I'm here to meet.
Yes, yeah.
Nani, si ukuje tu mkutana mimi. You hata, she will not plan it. Just J. You see, even you are part of us. You just see how we will meet.
Yeah. So so I think it's also being intentional, meeting people, because now where we are going is the fact that even friends are your networks. They are now laying your foundation for your kids. Antaka internship wapi? Huyu ni rafiki yangu, acha. You get those things.
Yes, and stop getting friends for what's the word, to get one up. Network across.
Yes.
Jackie Akosai, tax consultant, she's the next CEO. She's the next person who would be running Africa. She's the next person who, in the next 10 years, 5 years, she's the one who would be running the world department of oil and gas. So, unakata kumsalimia sahi 10 years from now, you will really want to be her friend. You are running with CEOs who are 50 years old, who have their own network. So also network across. Find friends within your age group.
Because I've seen even where I have worked, I have seen how my bosses, they say, oh, I was with this person at KRA.
Thank you.
Or I was with this person in a certain
when they were young.
Now they're in a rank where they can just have a phone call.
Yes. Jackie, hiyo kitu tunafanya aje? What do you propose I do? How do I go about it?
So it's try and don't limit yourself to your 3-4 friends. Like, it's important to grow your network.
It's okay. Even acquaintances can make really good friends. Just jua nani ako wapi kwa nini. Nani ako wapi kwa nini na aje. So, in closing, friends are the family we do what?
We choose.
Yes, friends are the family we choose. There's a running joke that we had last month with a couple of friends. When your friends misbehave, go to like, anyway, that's the family I chose. So remember, Friends are the family you choose, and remember to oil your family and your friendships.
Yes.
Bye. We hope Jackie atavaa red.